Hello, shining light. It has been a minute. I decided that I'm going to get on the mat today, take you with me, and we're just going to do a little talk while we're doing some stretching. So feel free to pause this, go get into some exercise gear, get into something comfortable, get on your mat. Today, I want to talk about depression and toxic people. And why does it seem when we are at the lowest points in our life that uh, it's just we're surrounded, either by vampires or sycophants or um, needy people or people who are a little bit too eager to help? And if this sounds anything like what you're experiencing while you're going through some hardships or while you're feeling down and depressed and struggling, then get on your mat and I'll meet you back here in a minute. So, first of all, if you're new to the channel, we talk about all things health and wellness here. We talk about liberating ourselves from depression, anxiety, day to day stress, and the traumas that we have been carrying, either that have been recent, been happening throughout the years, or it is just generational trauma that just continues on and on. And you want it to stop with you. You don't want to pass that on to your children or your your loved ones, because I mean it's just as easy. It doesn't have to be that you pass on trauma to your children. You can just pass it on to people who love and care about you. So we all know how that works if you have been a product of a family that has some narcissistic tendencies, some verbal abuse, being uncommunicative. I mean, there's a whole host of ways that you can abuse, and it does not involve physical. We know this now. And we just want to stop. We want to stop. We want to live our lives happily and joyfully, day to day, just feeling free to create the life that we want. So, all right, we're going to sit up straight here. Let's just breathe in. Exhale. Another breath in. Exhale it out. Deep breath in and out. Slow and easy. Breathe in through your tummy, not through your chest. Start to relax the top of your head on down. Breathe out. Exhale. All those tense muscles, ears, neck, shoulders, biceps, forearms, chest, belly, hips, thighs, calves. Clench your toes, release and wiggle. Clench your hands, release and wiggle or shake it out. Roll shoulders back. Continue to breathe, slow and easy. So today, I want to talk about depression and toxic people. Reverse, roll forward. And I'm only talking about this is because I've been through it, people. Let me tell you, okay? Depression attracts certain types of people. Inhale the arms up, stretch overhead, press it back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale the arms up. Drop the right arm down and bend over to the right. One of the types of people that you tend to attract when you are depressed are narcissists. And it's because they smell it on you. It's the honest truth. They smell your vulnerability. They smell your weakness, if you would. They smell your neediness. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Stretch through the right side. And there are words that you say. You want to confide in them, and they make themselves available for you to confide in them. And through confiding in them, you open yourself up, and they're your best friend next thing you know. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's do some hip rolls to the left. Just circle on around. Now these narcissists, they're going to compound your depression. But first, they're going to hook you to them, make you think they're your best friend, make you need them because you're already in a place where you feel like you need some support. Reverse. And then when you need them the most, they're going to disappear and discard you, but not before they've compounded your depression. Another type of toxic person. Let's back up to center. Inhale the arms up. Let's forward fold over our crossed legs. Next type of person that you may encounter is the person who is so very eager to help. These are your white knights. These are the people that need to save you to make themselves feel better. Now, mind you, there is something inherently flawed in them too, because, another person's pain attracts you. That's I say that's pretty toxic, and it's also a different type of neediness, one that you don't need. Inhale up, stretch the arms up, exhale down. Let's switch our legs. Left leg over right, or whichever one you had first. Inhale the arms up, and fold over our crossed legs. Now these white knights, they're going to bend over backwards, of course, to save you, but they won't be able to give you what you need because you are busy fueling and feeding something within them. It becomes kind of codependent, and it's really unhealthy and it's unbalanced. And both of you can end up hurting each other, or both of you sinking into the pits, of despair. Let's inhale up. Let's inhale the arms up and drop the right arm to the back. And we're going to do a nice spinal twist here. Look out over your right shoulder. Just an easy twist here. Spine is straight. Another person that you may encounter, the sycophants. Now, these are the people who, they love hearing about your pain. They are just like, wow, at least I know my life isn't as messed up as this person. I want to be their friend. And unfortunately, it happens like this. Inhale up. Exhale, drop to the left, straight spine. Breathe it out. Pull that navel in towards the spine, stretch it out. These people always want to hear your bad news. They always are just waiting, just salivating at the idea that, oh my gosh, what is she going to tell me next? And they always have a shoulder to cry on. But there's something in them that loves your despair. And you may find that when push comes to shove, when you're at your most happiest, you won't hear from them. They all of a sudden disappear because what do they need from you? If you're happy, then they don't have anything to lord over you or to feel better about themselves. Let's exhale, arms up. Push it on down. Let's turn sideways. Let's extend our legs out in front of us. Move some of that chunk out from underneath. Toes up, back is straight. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down and press into the floor into staff pose. Activate your arms. Strong chest is lifted. Get those heels up off the floor. Breathe. Now I've named 3 toxic people that are definitely going to be attracted to your depression and to your trauma and to your anxiety, and they are going to make it worse. Now, not only are you going to have these type of people, if they're in your life, you can identify them. If they're not in your life, watch out. Exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold over our knees. Reach down towards the toes. Breathe. Now you may have some people already in your life and they knew you before you were depressed. And if they are still around, that's a wonderful and beautiful thing. But the thing is, they've got their own burdens too. They may be the happiest people in the world, but happy people sometimes have to work at being happy. They have to see the world in a certain light, and it may be a lot of work for them. I mean, living is hard. So if you've got happy people in your life, if you've got those that are there for you and willing to help you as much as they can, then you should unplug from your own unhappiness sometimes and check in with them. Let's inhale up, stretch. Let's go wide-legged here. Let's go as far out as we possibly can. Stretch. Let's get our spine nice and straight. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold as far as you can comfortably. Now these are people who, again, have known you before you were depressed. Maybe they've seen you at your highs and they've seen you at your lows, and they've always been there. And the thing is, even they can't help you. If they're in your life, it's your job to get help for yourself, because at some point your depression becomes such a burden. If they love you and they care about you, it does become a burden to anyone close to you. Who wants to constantly see someone that they love in pain? So you have an obligation to those who love you to get help for yourself. Let's walk it up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, turn. Let's bend over that right knee. Breathe and stretch towards those toes. So you may have people around who love you and who care about you, and that's good. And then you may have no one. Those people may have run for the hills, and it's just because they can't handle the burden of your depression. So what do? I'm not saying you have to live your life forever alone. Inhale up, stretch and reach. Exhale over to the left side. I also say, kind of stay clear of people who may have the same condition that you do. I don't mean, they have a lot of groups out there. Join a group for depression. Join a group for trauma victims of X, Y, and Z. They have a lot of groups. But what you find sometimes in these groups are people that are bonding through their trauma instead of actually helping each other through it. And sometimes the road to healing can be lonely, but you have to dedicate it. You have to be dedicated to it, and you're not ever alone, even when it feels like it, okay? There are people out there who love you. There are people out there who actually care. There are organizations for you. There are people that are trying to heal themselves, but you just have to make sure you pick the right people and not those that are just seeking attention or who need to feel better about themselves by holding on to their trauma, wearing it like a badge of honor. Let's slowly inhale the arms up and exhale down. Let's move on to our bellies. Hands flat on the floor, shoulders over our elbows. Press the tops of your feet into the floor. Let's lift the chest. Come into Sphinx. Press that lower, engage those lower legs. Well, they are your lower legs because if you have upper legs, that's okay. I won't be goofy. Okay, so just press the lower body into the floor. Press your chest forward. So you have a duty to yourself. You have a duty to seek care. If that's a good therapist, do find a support group, but be careful where you're shopping. If there are toxic people in your life, try to remove them. I know it may feel good. Some things are better than nothing, but they're not. Life is too short for you to sit around and keep dealing with the same people over and over again, and they're going to keep rearing their heads until you find happiness and find the tribe that you're supposed to have. Let's exhale down. Let's roll over to our back. Let's inhale the legs up. Exhale, drop them down just about a foot from the floor. Hold it there. Inhale back up. Exhale, drop them back down. Hold it. Inhale up. Exhale them back down. Hold it. Inhale back up. Let's take our arms out to a T. And drop our knees over to the right, coming to a spinal twist. I'm talking about all of this. Everything that I talk to you guys about is because I've been through it myself, okay? Like, I swear to you, when I'm at my happiest, when I'm manifesting all of my hopes and dreams, it's like all the people who used to be my friends or whatever, they just evaporated like smoke. But inhale the arms up. Oh, I had a nice crack there. Exhale down to the left. When I was at the height of my depression and acting out and just an absolute mess, just a show, just a show all my own. They were all over the place, let me tell you. They were just all over the place, just egging me on. It just like, and then when I, started my journey towards happiness, defining myself, I guess my spirituality, that spiritualness, my spirit just scared them off. I don't know. But let's just say people will show you who they are. You just have to be in a place to listen. Let's inhale the knees up to center. Let's do some rolls here. Reverse. Let's take our right leg down, our left leg down. Let's take our arms out to the side. Let's tense our body from the tops of our head down to our feet. Hold. Exhale and relax all the way into the mat. Allow your body to just sink in. sad thing about depression is that your depression could be derived from trauma and just being in toxic relationships, narcissistic abuse. Most people are just not depressed for no reason. However, there's also depression that comes from chemical imbalance. That can be cured through lifestyle, through therapy, and yes, even through the usage of drugs. Say prescription drugs. And shrooms, marijuana, whatever works, I'm all about holistic means, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do in order to get your life right. So if that means you need a prescription drug, take it, but try to find a way to heal yourself naturally by getting down to the bottom of why you are depressed. And a lot of times it has a root in your childhood or in some sort of event that has happened in your life. Thank you for listening, taking this small journey with me, getting on the mat with me. Just wanted to do a little bit of stretching, nothing too major, just a little wind down. I hope you are happy, healthy, and blessed. Just lay here in Savasana as long as it feels good to you. Be happy, be well, and be blessed.